My mentor is Michael Chernowski. He's the golf course superintendent at Madison Country Club in Madison, Connecticut.
First superintendent I worked for was Butch Sheffield from Northridge. Very hard worker.
One of my mentors, a primary mentor in my career, was Danny Quast, and I started working for him as an intern at Medina Country Club.
The biggest influence on me was Mark Clark. He was my golf course superintendent when I was at the Country Club of Green Valley.
Mentoring is a quality that pervades the superintendent profession. It's a tradition that is long-standing and one that Syngenta is proud to celebrate and embrace.
Through this collaboration with the GCSAA and Syngenta in the evolution of this mentorship series, we hope to bring the communities of the golf industry together. So some of the common themes I know you will hear through this video series are giving back to the industry. You will also hear about willingness to share experiences, share personal opportunities and development. We also have to realize that we shouldn't be afraid to ask for help. Oftentimes when we're talking and networking, we realize there's no dumb question to ask because oftentimes we have those same thoughts, questions, or concerns in our minds.
I think what we do is rather unique, and I think on so many levels it's rather poorly understood. And so it really is important in my mind to rely on each other.
Unless you do what we do, you don't really know what we do.
Superintendents seem to share a common bond like no other profession.
I think if you look back at the origins of the original golf course superintendents, they probably came from the farming community since there were no turf schools. The community of golf course superintendents and the culture that has as long as I've been a part of it, has always been practiced, is being supported. If you look at the farming community, somebody's barn burns down, everybody pitches in and rebuilds it. And being there for one another, because I think we know that eventually our time's going to come.
There's a lot of empathy and wisdom that many of these golf course superintendents share amongst each other and throughout the industry. So we're looking for ways to help shape the career path for many superintendents by providing education beyond just agronomy.
Many superintendents remember the one or many individuals who helped them, taught them, and provided insight, or just a sounding board.
Well, look up to them for direction and wisdom, and really not as much about what they say, but how they act and what they do, I think is most important.
I'm fortunate to have worked with some great superintendents through my almost 20 years in this profession. All of them have set great examples.
I appreciate learning from them how to treat people. At the end of the day, that's what this is about, right? I can know as much as I possibly can about agronomics and turf and golf business, but if I can't create a culture that people enjoy working in, it's all for naught.
Obviously my father. Hard worker, patience.
Today, superintendents are helping and teaching the next generation.
The way we're wired is, okay, I got here because, and now I want to make sure that the next generation behind me, has the same or better opportunities at getting there.
For some of them, it's their first job ever. And that's a big responsibility as an employer. You're setting that kid up for, this is what's expected of you, and this is where you need to take your game to.
The way we approach it, myself, my assistants, my key personnel, is when people come to work for us, we want to send them out a better person.
And I feel that it's on me to propel them into the world.
Those who do take on the role of mentor share many common traits.
Honesty and consistency, and you have to be willing to share.
I think honesty and integrity, willingness to share, and taking time for people.
Being a good listener, I think is really key.
What we hope comes out of this video series is really the connection for the importance of a peer network. And through the video series, I think you will hear the impact and the importance that a mentor has had on many of us at any point within our career.
I'd just like to tell them thank you for teaching me the reality of the business.
You're the man. And you made me what I am today.